what?
And red in the book too. Therefore said he unto them, the harvest truly is great. And turn them from darkness to light.
What's your nationality?
Uganda.
You say Uganda? Alright, kind of pretty similar side. Do you know your tribe that comes from that area? Do you know exactly where you come from, your tribe? What tribe?
Tanzania.
Tanzania? Okay. What brothers know about that tribe out there? Tanzania?
North, south, east, west?
Uganda.
Oh, Uganda?
I know you said from Uganda, but I'm saying like what tribe you from? You said
Baganda. That's Baganda.
Baganda?
Yeah, it comes from the Ugandan language, so it's called the tribe is Baganda.
Okay, what does y'all? Yeah, kind of. That's a good question. What you say, King? What did it translate to?
Like, I don't know like what you mean.
Like in layman's terms, how can you explain it to me? Like where y'all from? Like what tribe? Because it's kind of a language barrier. Okay, I'm gonna ask you this: what is y'all culture like over there?
We just like cool, very like very like.
Is it South Africa, North Africa, what?
No, the East Africa. Yes.
East Africa? Okay, come on. So in East Africa, how are y'all people living over there in East Africa?
Like very like polite, humble. Like,
You said they
polite and humble.
polite?
Yeah, good feeling.
Okay, so how y'all living? Are y'all like wealthy out there? You got money, come from money.
Happy Sabbath.
You got natural resources. You know, you got a lot of minerals out there. You got. And y'all wealthy out there? Y'all got money? You come from money?
Not too much from there, like not so much money there.
Not so much money? No money or a little bit?
Not so much money, it's a little bit.
Okay, just a little bit. Was y'all ever in like captivity out there? Eradicated by the so-called white man?
Yeah, everybody's walking like doing this thing there.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to screw it. All right, let me get Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 35. All right. Let's see if your spirit bear witness, brother.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 35.
Bring it out.
And verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. And shall pursue thee and overtake thee till thou be destroyed.
Yeah, what?
Till thou be destroyed.
So these certain things might came upon your people until y'all be destroyed, right? Let me get go to verse 43.
Verse 43. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high.
So is the so-called white man up higher above y'all in your own nation? No, they under y'all. That are y'all fellowship all together.
We don't have that average. We don't like this girl like letting anybody down. We put everybody on the same wage.
Okay.
So we equal.
Okay. So same wage. All right, continue.
And thou shalt come down very low. Yep. Verse 44. He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him.
You said what?
He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him.
So I know you said, do y'all lend to the white man's so-called any other nation come lend to y'all? And do y'all have your own bank system out there?
Like I said, but people doesn't like it, don't want to be told what to do there. Not for them.
Yeah, they different out there. They kind of. Let me get was any of y'all people in slavery?
No, I don't think so. Like most of them were coming. I heard like from Nigeria and all those kind of, but not Uganda.
No Uganda, not Uganda.
No.
All right, brother. You might be a Hamite according to the Bible, brother.
He said probably.
Probably. You know about the Hamites?
No, I don't know what it is.
All right. It would be the so-called. It would be not the so-called. It would be the biblical nationality of the African people. Right. You might be a Hamite according to the scriptures, right? It might be Egyptian, might be a Philistine, might be a who knows, a Canaanite, a Jebusite, I don't know, right? So all we're gonna say to you, my brother, my man, is
I'll have a nice day.
Yeah, have a nice day, yeah.
I'll have a nice day.
It's tender heart, you seen it? Right. You got any more questions, sister?
My sister apparently.
Oh, hey, do your spirit bear witness? Because we may not, you know, if your spirit bear witness is the more likely, like the brother said, if your spirit is compelled to always want, you know, we've seen you plenty of times. If your spirit compelled to come back, keep coming back, you might be an Israelite. Your spirit got put.
Did you find that what's that called? One of them blood things?
21 and me.
What's them things?
Yeah, I mean, it does confirm it, but I know it since I was little, right? Because I knew my father's grandfather, well, I knew my father's father, right? He used to
You
always
can't
go to
judge
his-
by just because his color was white. That don't mean nothing.
No, he was white. Like my father's father was white. It's not really judging by his color. It's what
Go back
my,
and
See this lady everywhere.
it's what my father told me because of what it's my father, right? He knows what his grandfather is like.
Oh, so your father's grandfather is so-called white.
So it's my great.
So your great grand. Okay. I don't know, sister, but you know.
She said her spirit bear witness.
Yeah, you never know. So you know, and that's what we mean by judging by according to appearance, because we, you know, your spirit bear witness, but. Say it again?
Oh no, her spirit bear.
father's like half and half, like white and black.
Exactly. I wish I had my other phone. I have pictures like you can see my
His father black? Half mixed.
the half his father.
Always white. Damn, see? Yeah, that's like, you know, they judge by according to appearance in this thing, but you know.
And they were all obviously like black women.
Okay. Yeah, but you know. He said, have you tried keeping the commandments?
Not all the ones because I was taught Christianity.
Hey, you know, like the brother say, hey, judge by the spirit compelled to keep coming over, and we're gonna just give it to the word, and then the Most High gonna separate the wheat from the tares. It's not our job to be, hey, no sister, you know, but ultimately the Most High, Yahweh Shai, he's gonna separate. If you are, you are. If you're not, you're not. You know, eventually, if he is, you wanna keep the commandments while you. If you think, you know, but that's just opinion, man's opinion. But you got a precept, King? Come on, bring that up.
This is the book of Romans chapter 8 and verse 16.
Bring it out.
The Spirit itself bears witness with our spirit
Right.
that we are the children of God.
What?
That we are the children of God.
So, like the brother said, our spirit bear witness that we are the children of God. So, you might be a children of God. So, ultimately, like you said, the Most High is going to separate us at the end in the end times when you come back, and it's going to ultimately be declared, what you can, even us, what we are and what we not. You got a precept?
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 5, verse 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord.
What?
Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord.
Sister, I know you heard a couple of things, you know, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord. So when you hear these certain things, and you want to put your best foot forward. Because at the end of the day, everybody gonna have to keep the commandments. Period. In the kingdom of heaven. So, you can, if you want to put the best foot forward, try to obtain it right now, instead of working not to continue.
And put not off from day to day.
What?
And put not off from day to day.
Not put off from day to day, sister. So, Lord willing, you might be, continue on, and you could always strive to be a child of the Most High to the Spirit. All right. So you don't have no questions, nothing that you might contemplate, that you might not, You got a precept?
This is the book of Matthew chapter 25 and verse 32.
Bring it out.
And before him shall be gathered all nations.
You should what?
And for him shall be gathered all nations.
So who the world ignorant calls Jesus Christ, Yahweh Shai, he's going to gather all the nations together. Continue.
And he shall separate them one from the other. As the shepherd divideth his sheep from the goats.
Right.
Hey, Con, that's it.
No, next verse.
Come.
Oh, Con. Next verse, 33. And he shall set the sheep on his right hand.
You should what?
And he shall set the sheep on his right hand.
What else?
but the goats on his left.
And the goats on where?
But the goats on his left.
That's symbolism of the Israelites, and then the other nations as the goats. The sheep are the Israelites, and the goats are the other nations. Right? Hey, brother, you got 5 minutes for the words of the Lord? You got 5 minutes for the words of the Lord, brother? All right, continue. And you might be an Israelite, repent, keep the commandments, or be destroyed in America.
Come, verse 34. Then shall the king say unto them on the right hand, come, ye blessed of my father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundations of the world. For I was an hungered, and ye shall give me meat. Oh, that's it.
Kind of praises. Yeah, like we say, hey, he gonna separate us in the end time. So that's what the brother brought up, Mike. He said, hey brother. Let's see that brother getting their workout on. What kind? Like I said, sis, you got any questions that you might be contemplating? All right, kind. Well, let me get Sirach chapter 48 and 10, right? Let me get 2 Maccabees chapter 15 and 17, right? Let me get 2 Maccabees 15 and 17 first.
15 and 17.
Yeah.
It's the book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 15 and verse 17.
Bring it out.
Thus being well comforted by the words of Judas.
You what?
Thus being well comforted by the words of Judas.
Hey, we're gonna be well comforted by the words of Judas. Continue on.
Which were very good.
Which were what?
Which were very good.
And able to stir them up to valor and to encourage the hearts of the young men. They determined not to pitch camp, but courageously to set upon them and manually to try the matter by conflict.
And try the matter by what?
Manually to try the matter by conflict.
Yeah, we're not here to be soft and smooth and playing with people out here, man. I don't know why people think, the man of the Lord is soft and smooth and effeminate, man. No, we're gonna be out here bold as a lion, because our Lord's bold as a lion. Hey, the Lord is a man of war. He's a man of war. So you think he raising up soft men that they scared to face the enemy and gonna tell him to his goddamn face he's an enemy? No, we're gonna tell him straight up. Are we gonna tell him straight up, she straight up, anybody? You know, continue on.
Because the city and the sanctuary and the temple were in danger.
What?
Because the city and the sanctuary and the temple were in danger.
Hey, everything is in danger in this thing, right? Hey, our people's in danger, man. We see the state of our people. We see the high rises that they live in. We see the projects that we stay in. And you see the roads got potholes where we at, and they roads are smooth as butter, man. So hey, we seeing the difference. We seeing how our people's getting shot down every day. Like we keep saying, our people just literally just getting killed any hour of the second, man. Hey, our people killing each other, and we seeing all these things come into play, man. So our people's in shambles right now. Our people, we need to take care of our own people, right? Continue.
Also, they that were in the city took not the least care, being troubled for the conflict abroad. And now, as all looked what should be the trial, and the enemies were already come near, and the army was set in array, and the beasts conveniently placed in horsemen set in wings, Maccabeus, seeing the coming.
So like you go verse 18. You skip that.
It's like verse 18.
Bring it out.
For the care that they took for their wives.
The care they what?
For the care that they took for their wives.
So like, who dog is this?
Yeah, my right here.
Oh, get your puppy, man.
End up in the water.
And their children, their brethren, and kinsfolks was in the least account with them.
Hey, all these things are in least account of us. Hey, man is going to war. Hey, brothers put their life on the line every day in and out. Every time our brothers step on, come out to teach their people, we put our lives on the line. Because, it's going to be a time when they're going to try to come kill us, man. They not killing Joe Osteen, man. They not going to come and go kill TD Jakes. They not gonna come and try to kill Creflo Dollar, man. And we, like the brother say, we the most dangerous job in America, man. Because people, they be mad about what we be saying, man. But we don't care, man. We gonna keep saying, "Thus saith the Lord," right? But what, King?
But the greatest and principal fear was for the holy temple.
For what?
For the holy temple.
It's for the holy temple, man. Hey, that's what we do. That's what we really care about our people out here, man. We just not saying it. We coming out here. Hey, let me get 2 Timothy chapter 4 and 2, right? And we really out here in sleet, snow, rain, anything. We gonna be out here trying to teach our people. Whoever's out here jogging, and whoever's out there doing whatever they do, and we gonna be out here to come to them, because everything is all of the Lord. Bring that out, King.
It's the book of you said 1 Timothy?
2 Timothy. 2 Timothy chapter 4. 4 and 2.
First, 2 Timothy chapter 4 verse 2.
Pick it up.
Preach the word.
What?
Preach the word.
Preach the what?
Preach the word.
We're gonna preach the word, man. Continue on.
Be instant in season, out of season.
Be instant what?
Be
Instant in season, out of season.
In the cold?
Be
instant in season, out of season.
In the rain?
Be instant in season, out of season.
We're gonna be instant in season, out of season, man. And we're gonna be what? Preaching the word, man. Hey, the brothers talking about, hey, you gonna teach the Edomites? Yeah, we're gonna teach them. We're gonna say we better than you. Hey, you going to slavery? Hey, the Most High is gonna come and slice and dice your city up.
Right.
That's what we're gonna say. And not the Ethiopians get it too.
Right.
Hey, it's not just the Edomites, man. The Ethiopians, the Hamites, and the Gershites. Hey, they all gonna get it, man. It's not just the Edomites. We know, but the Edomites is the top culprit, though. We know how the Edomites get down, man. But let me get this, King.
Con, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 48 and verse 10.
Bring it out.
Who have ordained for reproof in their times.
Right. Who have what?
Who have ordained for reproofs in their time.
Hey, we have been ordained for the reproofs in our time, man. Hey, cause it's mighty men getting raised up in this team. It's mighty men in Jeremiah days, Ezekiel days, Isaiah days. It was mighty men in their time to be built it back up, to bring back what?
To pacify the wrath of the Lord's judgment.
What?
To pacify the wrath of the Lord's judgment.
To pacify the wrath of the Lord's judgment, man. Because we know the judgment with the Most High is coming with, right? Right, continue.
Before it break forth into fury.
Be what?
Before it break forth into fury. And to turn the hearts of the fathers unto the sons. And to restore the tribes of Jacob.
What's up?
And to restore the tribes of
To
Jacob.
restore what?
And to restore the tribes of Jacob.
Be restoring the tribes of Jacob, man. We the ones that need to be restored, man. We need to be put back together. Our family our structure need to be put back together. Our young men need to be taught better. Hey, the sister came over there just now a minute ago talking about she want their young brothers to their sons wanted to come fellowship with us and learn about the commandments, right? So that's what we need, man. We need our young men, because it's all about the youth, man. The youth is the next up, man. The young brother right here is next up. Hey, we gonna be yeah, they got next in this thing, right? They got next to take hold of the matter and be teaching and shaking the hand, man. Right? So that's what it's about. Hey, read that again, King, the last part.
Oh, come. It says before it break forth into fury, and to turn the hearts of the fathers unto the sons, and to restore the tribes of Jacob.
To restore the what?
And to restore the tribes of Jacob.
That's what we're doing, restoring the tribes of Jacob, man. You know? So, hey, we're gonna be out here. Hey, if no, prophesy to the wind, man. Let me get Wisdom of Solomon, chapter. Let me see what I want. Wisdom of Solomon. Okay. It's cold out here. So let me get it's not here. Oh, no. Okay. Let me get count 13.
Verse. Oh, this is the
It's
wisdom.
like, hey, brother, you got 5 minutes to the words of the Lord, brother? You got 5 minutes for the Bible? Oh, praise the Most High. You got 5 minutes for the words of the Lord, King? You got 5 minutes for the Bible? The words of the Lord, the Bible. You got 5 minutes. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You got 5 minutes for the Bible?
Stay right here.
Listen.
Yeah.
You got 5 minutes for God?
Yeah.
All right, all praise to the Most High. What's your nationality? What's your ethnicity according to the world? Huh? What's your ethnicity according to the world? What's your race? What they called you, a black man, an African American? What do you go by?
African American.
African American. Okay, of course. I'm gonna show you that you not an African American according to the Bible. According to the Bible, you will actually be something else, right? Right. Let me show you this. Right. Let me get Isaiah. Let me get All right. Let me get Deuteronomy 28. Right. and 15. Do you know about Moses? All right, sister. You know about Moses? Do you know anything about Moses? The Bible, Moses, parting the Red Sea,
Yeah.
right? You know anything? Do you know the people he was with? Right. So let's just bring it down for the better. So the Moses were with the Israelites, right? He told them that, hey, I'm gonna keep the commandments and be above everybody, or not keep the commandments and be under subjection to everybody in the world, and these curses will be upon you. So we're gonna see, according to the Bible, who could be the Israelites today. Because remember, brother, you said you would be African American, right? So let's read Deuteronomy 28:15.
The book of Deuteronomy 28 and 15.
Bring it out.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So the Lord told Moses to tell the Israelites, if you don't listen to me and do the commandments of the Lord, I'm going to put these curses on you, right? I'm going to give you 3 curses, and we're going to see who does it fit today, right? Let me get 16.
Verse 16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
You said what?
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
So, brother, who's cursed in the city? When you look in Oakland, who is cursed in the city? Who's living in the low poverty neighborhoods in Oakland? Okay, who predominantly lives in Oakland? Who lives in Oakland? What race of people lives in Oakland? Huh? You said black people? Black people, right? So black people live in the worst parts in Oakland, right? Right? So the Most High said they will be cursed in the city. So, but you gotta remember, God is talking to the Israelites. So he said, God said the Israelites gonna be cursed in the city. So if black people are cursed in Oakland, aren't they cursed in the city? Right? They not cursed in the city? Right. All right. So black people are cursed in the city. Bring the next point up.
And cursed shalt thou be in the field.
And what?
And cursed shalt thou be in the field.
Weren't black people cursed in the field as well? It was cursed in the right here. Look at these pictures. See all these pictures? The cotton field, right? That's cursed in the field, right? When you say that, we was getting beat in the field, right? Right. So, and that's so-called black people as well. So black people cursed in the city and cursed in the field. So right there, that's two is showing you that we are not black, brother. We will be Israelites. We will be Israelites according to the Bible, which will be your nationality. Right? You understand what I'm saying? Okay, you will be an Israelite according to the Bible, brother. Bring 32.
Verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with
Actually, let me get 37.
37. And thou shalt become an astonishment.
That should be what?
And thou shalt become an astonishment. A proverb.
A what?
A proverb.
And a proverb. So we will be a smart saying, like another wise saying that people say about us, right? Like black people like watermelon. Our black people love fried chicken, right? So that's what it means by a proverb. Continue.
And a byword.
And a what?
And a byword.
So us being called another name outside of the Bible, which means you said you were an African American, right? That would be a byword, right? Right. So that's a byword. Or black, or nigger, or negro, or colored. That would be a byword according to the Bible, brother. Right? Let me get verse 68.
Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
He said he's going to bring us back into Egypt again, meaning bondage again, brother. That's what the Israelites are doing in Egypt. They were slaves in Egypt, right? Continue.
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
Didn't our people come over here in ships, brother? Slave ships? Like, look at this, brother. Let me see. Kyle, you see that, brother, right there? See the slave ship? Okay, come look. You see that? You know about that history right here, the slave ships? You don't know about that history? Our people come over here like that? Okay. Okay. Yeah, so our people came over here in slave ships. That's all in the history. You can read about that in the history. You can ask your mom, your grandparents. They will tell you. that our people came over in history, all these things, all these atrocities were happening to us. Being slaves in the field, picking cotton, all these different things, right? So you can ask your parents about that, and they will tell you, right? Continue.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee,
Right?
thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Aren't we sold as well, brother? In our history, weren't we sold as a nation of people? Huh? Islam? You Muslim? You Muslim? You Islam? No. Continue, okay? I wonder why you brought Islam up. You said Islam or Ishmael? Ishmael? Huh? Esma? That's your name? Who's that? Oh, your name's Dewan? Okay, nice to meet you, Dewan. Brother Sirach. So you saying, okay, our people were sold on auction blocks, right? Wasn't our people sold on auction blocks, brother? Right? So our people were sold on auction blocks. You better want to come here, see what your nationality is according to the Bible? All praise to the Most High. Right? So the brother said, hey, we was sold on auction blocks, right? And we just bringing the brother up to speed to show him who we are according to the Bible, brother. Because what would your nationality be according to this world? What they call us? Right, they call us black, but we nowhere near black, right? You'll be a tan brother. I'll be a more of a darker complexion of brown, right? So if those are just colors, just like I was telling the brother over here, then the Most High never called nobody black, right? He never called nobody African American or any of these terms that we go by in this society. So we were showing the brother here that we will be Israelites according to the Bible, right? Because we went through the curses that that the Most High placed on the Israelites, right? And we was bringing this out. Let me start at the top, King. How did we get here to America? How do they say we got here to America? Yeah, we came over slave ships, right? I'll bring that up. From the top.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So he said, the Lord said he's going to bring thee into Egypt again. Now the word Egypt is the synonymous for bondage, right? I'm going to bring it up for you. Let me get, you can bring that up, whatever it is.
This is the book of Judah, chapter 5, verse 11. Therefore, the king of Egypt rose up against them and dealt subtilely with them and brought them low with labor and with brick and made them slaves. And made them slaves.
Made them slaves. Let me get 2nd Ezra chapter 7 and 1. I mean 1 and 7. All right. So he made them slaves. That's what happened in Egypt. The Israelites were being slaves in Egypt, just like what? America, right?
This is the book of 2nd Ezra chapter 1 and verse 7.
Bring it out.
Am not I even he that brought them out of the land of Egypt from the house of bondage?
From where?
From the house of bondage.
From the house of bondage. So literally, Egypt literally means bondage, according to the text of the Bible and according to any etymology, right? So when we go back to Deuteronomy 28 and 68, we came over here on ships, right? Just like how they say in America. Let's see what the Lord say.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
In bondage or what? Slavery or what?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
Did you know that was in the Bible, brother? That's literally. You knew that was in the Bible? Hey.
I studied.
Oh, you study? Hey, brother, what you know? What you know? Do you know you're a Hebrew Israelite? Or are you still studying? So you connected to God. So you like you said, you know you from the sea line of David, which is the same sea line that who the world ignorant calls Jesus Christ, right? You said I can't hear you.
A lot of Africa is because of the lost tribes. You don't know about all the tribes. A lot of them to Africa.
Yeah, like in 70 AD, we all is over 1 million Jews fled into to Africa all over, and we end up migrating all around Africa, mostly to the west coast of Africa, right? Like I agree with you. A lot of the so-called African people, like the Nigerians and West African people, they know they Israelites. Some of them know that they still hold the same culture and the same customs that we had in prior times, right? So, with you knowing that, King, I'm gonna say this: what are you doing everything that you could do for the Lord? Right? You're not doing everything. Right? I'm gonna give you some admonition. Let me get Sirach chapter 5 again, King. Right? Because you got some knowledge, King. You wanna add on to it. You don't wanna just sit on your knowledge and not build up.
This is the book of Sirach, Ecclesiasticus chapter 5, verse 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord.
You said what?
Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord.
You don't want to make no tarry to turn to the Lord. Like you got some knowledge and understanding. You want to actually act on that thing. You get what I'm saying, brother? So you don't want to make no tarry to turn to the Lord. Continue on.
And put not off from day to day.
And you don't want to put off from day to day, because every day is not promised. You get what I'm saying? We all know that. And anything can happen to anybody. To me, to anybody up here. It can happen to anybody. So once we know this type of knowledge, because most people don't get this, brother. Most people don't know half of what you know. You get what I'm saying? So knowing just half of what you know, because there's many more things that you could expound on. Right? Just like me, it's many more things I could expound on, just knowing that who I am according to the Bible. Right? Continue.
For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth.
Say suddenly the wrath of the Lord will come forth. So we don't want to be not making terror to the Lord and being slow to him till the Most High come back, and then now we jammed up, right? So knowing what you know, brother, do you know how we could get out of these curses? How we supposed to serve the Most High? How do we do that, brother? Right, give me time. Let me get Acts chapter 17:30. Right. So
This is the book of Acts, chapter 17, verse 30. Because he have appointed a day in which he will judge.
29.
Verse 29. For as much then as we are offsprings of God, we.
I'm gonna look for. Let me see.
God, this is the book of Acts, chapter 17, verse 30.
Bring it out.
And in the time of this ignorance, God winked at.
He said at the time of our ignorance, meaning not knowing, right? So the times that we just in the world not knowing things, he winked at it, right? But what?
But now commandeth all men everywhere to repent.
Like you said, hey, get on our knees and pray and repent. So that's the first thing we gotta do is repent. And repent and ask for forgiveness for the most other things that we've been doing in this world, right? Continue on. Is there more on that? Okay, yeah, bring that up.
Last part 31, because he have appointed a day in which he will judge the whole world.
Right, because there's gonna be a day when he come back and he judge everybody by their works and their faith, of course, as well. So our faith and our works as well. So you say pray. So we actually, it's other things that we should do as well. So once we pray and repent, we gotta do what? We gotta keep the commandments, brother. You gotta fix that.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 119 and verse 60.
Bring it out.
I made haste
I mean, what?
I made haste.
and delayed not to keep thy commandments.
You did what?
I
Made haste and delayed not to keep thy commandments.
Delayed not to keep the commandments. So the commandments, King, is what's gonna get us how we serve the Most High, right? So do you know any commandments that we're supposed to be keeping? The 10 commandments. That's it. You can start there. That's a great way to start, right? So you know any of the 10? Right here. That's a big one. Your parents, yep. Yeah. I would say that's. Yeah, I would say the first, but the first. Yeah. That's important though. That's important, right? Is it easy for me? Cause I know when I was a young buck, man, it was hard not to steal some candy. You know what I'm saying? You know, so covering thy neighbors, that's a big one too. That's a big one in our community, especially our community as being so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American. We love people trying to cover somebody else's stuff, right? So there's a commandment, I believe the fourth commandment, that we don't keep as a people, as a nation. Like today's day. What is today? Today is just like a regular day? It's a regular day. Today will be actually a holiday, brother. Right? I'm gonna actually, give you the day that was today. Right? Let me get Exodus.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20, and verse 8.
Bring it out.
Remember the Sabbath day.
He said what?
Remember the Sabbath day.
He said, so remember the Sabbath day, brother. So today is the Sabbath day, right? He said what?
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
Keep it holy. So the Sabbath day is a high holy day. How we know? He's gonna stay there as well. Continue on.
6 days shall thy labor and do all thy work.
6 days we labor and do all our work. And from Sunday to all the way to Friday, we do all our works, right?
But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
The Sabbath day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God, right? So today, brother, will be a Sabbath day, which is in the 10 Commandments that people really don't be looking at past a lot of times, right? They go to, that's not steal, all those, that's come before all that. That come all the way before, thou shalt not steal and kill, all them things, right? That we supposed to keep as well. Not saying it's not, but our people don't remember the Sabbath day, right? So today will be the Sabbath day. Technically, from Friday sundown to Saturday sundown, because the day starts in the evening time, right? So it's really evening. So they lied to us and said when at 12 p.m. that's when a new day, but it's really when the sun. Everything is dictated off the sun, which is evening, right? So that's the Sabbath day. So you got a precept. Okay. So within the Sabbath day, we have stipulations of what we can do and cannot do, right? So there is certain ordinance that the Most High say, don't do this on the Sabbath day, because why? It's a holy day. It's not like every other day, right? Let me get Nehemiah chapter 10, verse 31. Let me get what you got. Let me get Nehemiah 10 and 31, and let me get Isaiah chapter 58 and 14. He got him up.
This is the book of Nehemiah, chapter 10 and verse 31.
Bring it out.
And if the 10 and verse 31, and if the people of the land bring ware or any victuals,
they bring in anything, ware or any victuals like clothing or any type of items to sell, right?
On the Sabbath day.
What?
On the Sabbath day.
Which is today, right, King?
To sell, that we will not buy it of them.
We will not what?
That we will not buy it of them.
We're not going to buy anything on the Sabbath day. And also what?
We will not buy it of them on the Sabbath day or on the holy day.
Or any holy day as well. So the Sabbath day and the holy day, right? So that's a ordinance that the Most High have for the Sabbath day. Because why? It's a holy day. He already said no working, no buying, no selling. So he had to make it double terms, triple terms to make it our people understand it, right? Bring this up. You got Isaiah.
Isaiah 58.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 58, verse 13.
Bring it out.
If thou turn away thy foot from the Sabbath, from doing thy pleasure.
Doing what?
From doing thy pleasure.
So if you turn away on the Sabbath day and not do your pleasures, and what else?
On my holy day, and call the Sabbath day delight, the holy of the Lord, honorable, and shall honor him, not doing thine own way.
Not doing what?
Not doing thine own way.
Today we can't do our own ways. Everything that you do on a regular day, you can't do your own ways on the Sabbath day. You gotta honor, bring the glory to the Most High and all these things. Do you agree with that, brother? For the Sabbath day?
Nor finding thine own pleasure.
Your own pleasures. Anything. If we all men up here grown, you dealing with your women, and you want to go to the shoe store, you want to go to the mall, you want to work out. Anything that you find your pleasures of doing, and you want to abstain from that on the Sabbath day. Continue on.
Nor speaking thine own words.
Now what?
Nor speaking thine own words.
Now you be speaking your own words. Continue on.
Then shalt thou delight thyself in the Lord, and I will cause thee to ride upon the high places of the earth.
So that's plain. So not doing your own works on this day, right? So that's the ordinance or stipulations that the Most High have for the Sabbath day, right? So, but that's one commandment. That's one commandment. So on the also we have a dietary law as well, right? So the dietary law we have to keep as well. Do you eat any type of pork? Eat everything. All right. Hey, we understand, man. Brothers used to kind of eat almost everything in this thing too, right? Let me get the last verse on Leviticus 11.
It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 11 and verse 47. To make a difference between the unclean.
He said, "Make a what?"
To make a difference between the unclean and the clean.
And the clean. So everything in the world is not something that you want to put in your body, right? So everything is not the same, right? So even though, like you said, the Most High gave His holy people, which is us, the Israelites, certain stipulations as well for what we should put in our body, because we're not like everybody else. Our body breaks down differently than everybody. Everything that breaks down for them is not probably profitable to us, and same thing for them, right? So you say, so you do eat pork, right, King? Are you? I'm not clean. You're not okay. I'm gonna give you what the Most High say about pork, right? Because a lot of our people eat pork. A lot of our people eat their pork bacon, the sausage, the salami, the pork chops. We get pig feet. We get in this thing. Pork rinds, right? So let's see what the Most High say about the pork, right?
It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 11 and verse 7. And the swine.
And the what?
And the swine.
So the swine is another ancient word for a pig, right? So another word for a pig.
Though he divided the hoof and be cloven footed.
So he said he be divided the hoof and be cloven footed, but what?
Yeah, he cheweth not the cud.
He don't properly digest his food properly. So everything that the pig he eats whole, right? So and I'm continuing, okay?
He is unclean to you.
He is what?
He is unclean to you.
He is unclean unto you. So the pig is unclean to you. Why? When you go to the science of the pig, they got parasites. They got all type of magnets and all type of different pus and different things like that. And they'll eat a dead body. They eat anything. They eat their own babies. So if they eat a dead body, they eat you alive too. Not just a dead body, they will eat you alive too. So if they eat a live person or a dead person and they don't actually detox themselves because they don't have pores as well, so they don't sweat, meaning all that toxic stuff stays in them. Just like us, we have pores. That means we're releasing all the toxins from us. Or we go jogging or we go to the sauna. All them toxins are coming out of us, but a pig don't have that. That's crazy, right? But we. Right. Go ahead.
But you know how God is so powerful?
He is.
I'm sorry.
Hey, we understand, brother.
What's wrong with
We understand, but ultimately, when you really start dabbling in other meats, I get what you're saying too, brother. It was good when you was eating it, but when you start dabbling into other meats, it's really the low grade, because like lamb is way better. You don't need lamb is way better. Oxen is way better. Bison is way better. Deer is way better. All them meats taste way better than pork. And we all kind of ate pork in this thing. Now we don't eat that no more, because now we can see the difference. Like even beef bacon tastes way better than pork bacon. Way better. Now when I mean way better, it's way more juicy. It's way more. It's way better, man. That's all I'm gonna say, right? So the pork is unclean to us. Continue on that, King.
Of their flesh shall you not eat, and their carcass shall you not touch.
You shouldn't even touch their dead bodies, right? So that's on the land, and there's other things on the land that we shouldn't eat as well, like certain insects and things like that, and certain other animals, like that too. But now we're gonna go into the seas. Now, what's come out the water is what we should and should not eat as well. What kind of seafoods that you eat?
I don't. I'm gonna say it like this: they eat so much for the food,
Smack.
they eat for the vegetables.
Hey, that's real.
You know what I mean? So that's why I just pray for my food.
Uh-huh.
That's how I do.
Right.
But I'm not. I'm not.
Right.
I want to be at the level of representing other churches.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I eat shrimp.
Oh yeah, everything.
Whatever. I eat all
Okay.
the worst things.
Okay. Let me get Damn. I know it's inside right. I'm gonna think of it real quick. It's inside right. Continue on that, King. On the seafoods.
Verse number 9. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters, whatsoever have fins and scales.
Whatsoever have what?
Whatsoever have fins and scales.
Whatsoever in the seas, it has to have fins and scales. So that